I got that.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got two teams who will look to their running backs to try to control the pace of the game. It's Forte's Jets going up against Rob Kelly's Redskins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the New York Jets. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, 74 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. McCown. Flush to his right. And incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
McCown will try again on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Here we go. Watching now, Barney.
On play action, it's McCown. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Crowder now to return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. Throwing, Cousins. It's hauled in by Dodson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second down, Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. We're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Cousins to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Throwing on first is McCown. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now McCown. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, 49 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Here's Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
And the lead is up to 5. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball.
Rush coming, and he he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
They run a draw here on second down. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
McCown throwing on second. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
To throw, Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Cousins. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terrell Pryor from 13 yards out. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They start on the ground with Forte. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
McCown to throw on second down. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
McCown looks to throw on third. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. To throw is Cousins. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So after the INT, it's McCown now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Forte gets the handoff from McCown. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Play action. Now McCown. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte, 30 yards. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And they They have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First and goal here from the 9. They'll try to run with Forte. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 7-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Safarian-Jenkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he loses the football a second time. So a teammate picking him up there. Was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Final play of the half. Cousins looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They start the second half with a run by Forte. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down, Forte. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. McCown. Throw left side complete. It's Hansen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. First down, this is Forte. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Second down, here's McCown. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They fake the give to Forte. Now McCown. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Into the red zone now. It's McCown out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On the counter, Forte. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Forte, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of it? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Cousins now on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Lorenzo Malden from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Jets take possession. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Well, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. This is Forte, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 23. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right there around the 35-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Forte. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They stay on the ground. Forte again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Cousins. It's brought in by Jackson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down. Here's Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Cousins now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Second down now after the incompletion.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Again they run. Again it's Forte. Got some room at the 30. And cuts out right sideline. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can